What's up, guys? I don't usually do videos like this, but I feel like I should here. I'm gonna talk about why I'm not gonna be playing Call of Duty for the foreseeable future. At least not for a long ass time. I'll just be being a hypocrite in a few months. But first I want to talk about my first break, why I did that. And if you go back to my older videos, you'll definitely see what I'm talking about, but I had a lot of connectivity issues when I was using Wi-Fi. Streams, especially. Streams would cut out after like a few minutes. I couldn't stream for a while. And Call of Duty, on videos you can see it, was garbage quality. Visually it looked fine, but it would chug. People would be invisible, fucking be teleporting all over the place, my bullets wouldn't do damage, none of that. So I stopped playing. And then I ended up getting a LAN cable, and then I started streaming and making Call of Duty videos again. All was fine. For a few months. Maybe a few years. I don't know. A year at most. And now, I haven't played Call of Duty in a while. I haven't posted a video on Call of Duty in a while. It's not one of the things that I tend to do where I will stockpile a bunch of clips and footage and then I'll release this big compilation. No. I don't have any footage. I haven't played in months. Coming up on a year, maybe, actually. And the reason is I don't find Call of Duty fun anymore, and I know, hot take, but let me explain. I started playing Call of Duty on my 13th birthday. And it was because GV introduced it to me. And I, that night, beat the campaign and started playing Modern Warfare 3 campaign. Beat that over the span of like 2 days. But over the next few years, I got gold camo on pretty much every gun in Black Ops 1. And I believe my profile is still up on Modern Warfare 3. And I'm around level 30 something in multiplayer, I forget. But I loved Call of Duty a lot. That would be an understatement. I played the Black Ops 1 campaign so much that I could recite every line on the dot where every NPC would say it. There are only a few other games I could do that. Skyrim, Fallout 4, and PS4 Spider-Man. Those are the ones that come to mind that I could ever do that with. I probably couldn't do it with any of them now, but you get my point. And while Black Ops 1, by far my favorite Call of Duty, probably on my top 10 most favorite games of all time, the Call of Duty game that has given me the most fun and memories and just blasts of experience was definitely World War II. Because that was the first Call of Duty game where I played online multiplayer with I say friends. It was GV. I don't think I ever made a World War II video. If I ever make another Call of Duty video soon being the next 1 to maybe 3 months, it will be a World War II video. But that game, I had so much fun. The campaign, it was great. That game, GV would put me on shipment, make the score limitless, give it no time limit, and he would just spend the entire time killing me over and over again. Because I has my channel description, I'm probably going to change it after posting this, but for the longest time it said the worst COD player ever. That is not an understatement. I am really bad at Call of Duty, always have been. But playing World War II, I got pretty decent. Like, let me put it this way. When we started, and he'd been playing since he was 8 on Modern Warfare 3. And I had been playing since 13. And he could 100 owe me easily on a match of shipment, 1v1. But by the time we did our final match on World War II, we would do a match, and it would be like 60-40, 60-30 maybe, somewhere in that ballpark. Sure, he's always been better than me, but we can compare, or we could compare decently. Probably not now. He has more experience than me in Call of Duty generally, but he's also just a better gamer than me. But yeah. And so Call of Duty's always held a special place in my heart. Then came Modern Warfare 2022. And I wasn't a big fan of the multiplayer right off the hop. Party modes I liked, though. Warzone, 2022 was my introduction to Warzone. And I didn't play Warzone, like, at all until very late in that run. I mostly played DMC. I fucking loved DMC. There's a lot of videos of me playing DMC. And I played it a lot with GV. But yeah, so by the time Modern Warfare 2023 rolled around, I didn't buy 2023. I knew it was going to be a garbage game, so I just stuck with playing Warzone, because by that point I was into Warzone. I also played a bit of Zombies and some multiplayer when it became free every couple of weeks. I already knew I wasn't a big fan of Call of Duty at that point. Love for it was dwindling, but I was playing with G. Played a lot of Warzone over that period, and I got pretty good. I could usually get to the top 4, top 5 pretty goddamn consistently. And there were quite a few times I would just outright win. Then, Black Ops 6. I played a little bit of the campaign. I got bored of it. And I never touched it again. I think I beat maybe the first 2-3 missions. Then, I started playing the Warzone. I wasn't as big of a fan, but it was fun enough. And I liked the haunting event. That was pretty fucking neat. I had a lot of fun on that one. And then, or was that Mario for 2023? I forget. But yeah, so Black Ops 6 was really the death of my love for the game. Zombies was pretty neat. I did like Zombies. But everything else really killed my love for the game. GV had already told me by the time Modern Warfare 2023 came out that if the next game is disappointing, he will not be getting another game. So that, or he just wasn't getting the game after Black Ops 6. And I agreed. I would not get it. And I'm sticking to my guns there. I'm not getting the next Call of Duty game. The only thing that will ever get me to play another Call of Duty game, one, peer pressure if he gets it, and peer pressures me into getting it. I might, but I probably won't play it that much. 2, if they do a proper remaster or remake, not a reboot, but a remake of Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, fucking Modern Warfare 3, fucking any of those. If they make a Master Chief Collection style thing where You can play on any of the old classic games, or the PS3 games. You can switch between remade graphics and original graphics. I would play the shit out of that. And if that doesn't happen, I'm just not playing Call of Duty anymore. I might play World War II 1 or 2 more times just to relive that experience. I might do Warzone stuff. Maybe because it's free. But other than that, don't expect to see any more Call of Duty on this channel. And I'm going to change my description to probably be like the worst gamer ever. And that's it for the Call of Duty stuff. Now I want to move on to PlayStation. I am a Sony boy. Let's list off all the consoles that I've ever owned. Wii. PlayStation 3. I've owned 2 of those, actually. My main one still to this day sits on my dresser. PlayStation 4. PlayStation 5. And for a brief period of time, PlayStation 2. So yeah, I love PlayStation. Actually, now it's loved, past tense. Now, after getting the PlayStation 5, because I loved the PS3. My PS3 is old. I mean, it used to belong to my brother. It's probably around 17 years old now. Yeah. But, and it's never been cleaned, and I'm not gonna play on it until I can actually get it, like, properly cleaned out and remade. And then I might make videos on it again. My PS4, I don't plan on making videos on that thing. It moves at the speed of smell. My PS5, I loved, and still do, but it's given me so many problems. Like, it shuts down after not being cleaned for like a few months, maybe a year. Like, you have to take it apart and clean it out. Meanwhile, my PS3, PS4 have never been properly taken apart and cleaned. They're still kicking. They're not doing great, but they're still kicking. And for the first few years, they were doing fine. The PS5, however, its storage space is so small. I can have like 5 games on it. Too much for it. I can just barely have Call of Duty on it if I still played that. And it overheats and overdusts so fucking much. It doesn't have the greatest games. The PlayStation Store is riddled with just garbage AI art and Unity games. They made Cookie Clicker fucking $7. It's just so bad. So if I get another console, which I probably will, it will be an Xbox. I am abandoning PlayStation after this generation because they're just such a letdown, man. The controllers are basically a subscription. They were pretty much made to break after a year. It's just disappointing. And, like, I love gaming. But I just am hoping, at least, that these changes I'm making, and I'm going to try and my best to stick to them, will help. I no longer can play on VR, because the PlayStation VR 1 was built very poorly. It kind of fell apart on me. Also, I punched a wall once and the controller just didn't work. But yeah. PlayStation 5 was a letdown. I've had a lot of fun on it, but it was a letdown. And yeah. just a lot of stuff that doesn't work for me. And if you're worried about GV not being able to play, don't worry, because he's also planning on getting an Xbox. So if there's any games that don't have cross-play or anything, we'll still be able to play. Helldivers was just announced to have an Xbox thing, so I'd be able to play that too. Really, everything's coming at Millhouse for me to get an Xbox, stop playing Call of Duty, all that. So the Xbox thing, it won't be a like right now change, so that'll be next few years change. But these are the general changes when it comes to the gaming aspect of this channel. These are the changes that will be made. So, to summarize, overall, no more Call of Duty. And in the next few years, at least, no more PlayStation. Other than maybe for Bloodborne, but even then I might just borrow my brother's PlayStation 4. I do plan on playing a lot more Soulsborne games in the future, though. But anyways, I've taken enough of your time. Goodbye.